Hey, Kyle, usually you take BP before the game, not after it.
Yeah.
Can you kind of describe the degree of difficulty in what you just had to do there?
Yeah, interesting. A little nervous. I think the first swing was kind of the big one. You know, I was just really just trying to say hit a line drive versus try to hit the home run. And usually that tends to work out, especially in games. But you know, I was just saying there's a lot of guys who are way more deserving of that this award. But I'm just happy that it's going to be, you know, we get a win with the National League and that it's going to be coming home with us to Philly.
To your right, Kyle.
Kyle, congratulations. First Philly, I think, to win this award since 1964, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
A lot of great players in the organization. Could you reflect on that?
Yeah, it's an honor. I mean, I think just being able to be here at the All-Star Game and representing the organization and you know, our city and the team, my teammates, you know, it never goes you know, not noted, and it's a great honor, and hopefully you know, it's going to be, you know, something that you're going to hold for. I mean, it's going to be something that you can hold on to for forever. But hopefully, it'll be a cool moment there for the Phillies for a little while.
Good, Mark, then Jack.
Kyle, Dave said he had to set up his lineup for this yesterday. What was your thought when you got asked? And when you guys were up 6-0, I'm assuming it wasn't in your head that this might happen. At what point did you start to think this could actually happen?
Yeah, Dave asked yesterday, pretty much just asked if there's the tie, that would you do it? I said absolutely. Not thinking that we were going to end up in a tie when you say yes. And then, you know, as the game's going, you're looking at the score, you're not really thinking that the game's going to end in a tie. And, you know, those guys slapped some good at-bats there on some of our guys there in the ninth inning, too. And, you know, Quan had a really good hustle play to get down the first. And, you know, I thought that Matt, with that big defensive play there in the ninth, kind of the diving backhand was going to kind of seal it for us, but had a good hustle play, and then we were tied. But, you know, freaking broke my bat in the ninth off a 100-mile-an-hour sinker, and I'm like, well, I got to go get a new bat now. So went up, got the new bat, and just waited my turn.
You've done the home run derby before, but how much different is it when you know you only have 3 swings?
Yeah, it's different. It definitely is different when you know kind of the situation too, what's going on, where, you know, they had 2, we had 1. I think it was, what was it? It was, they had 3 at the time. So I'm just trying to put in my head, I'm like, well, if I can get 2 here, you know, and give it to Pete to try to finish it off. And, you know, I go 2 right away and was able to sneak that 3rd one out. And, you know, didn't, you know, realizing that we got in a good situation, and hopefully that, you know, if Pete does come up, that he's going to be able to see the deal for us.
How much strategy goes into it, especially when you're working with Dino Ebel, somebody, you know, you've never taken swings off of before, like you guys talk about kind of before it, like where you wanted the ball? Yeah,
so luckily I have faced Dino in the World Baseball Classic. He was on the coaching staff, and he's got great BP, and I think a lot of credit goes to him too. You know, just kind of getting thrown into the firestorm there and not being rattled by it, and just able to keep, you know, pumping really good strikes to us. And you know, having the familiarity. And he asked me right before, he was like, where you want it? And I'm like, just middle. And he's like, I got you. And you know, so a lot of credit goes to him too for the National League bringing it home.
Obviously, it's like a kind of like lighthearted thing out there, but like, where does this kind of rank of like your like career highlight moments, like going through that? Like, how do you contextualize that?
That's a great question. I don't know. It just happened. So I've always said, and I know a lot of our Philly people know this, whenever they ask me a question like that, it's more, I think it's more going to settle in when you're done, all said and done, and you're going to be able to kind of look back at your whole career and realize all the really cool things that you were able to participate in or take part in, and you know, realize how special the journey all was, because, you know, it doesn't last long, and you want to just make the most of it.
Did you ever watch a soccer game decided by penalty kicks and think you as a baseball player could be involved in sort of something like that?
That's a great representation, I guess. I'd never really thought of it like that, but yeah, it definitely kind of, now that you say that, makes you feel like it's penalty kick, it's, you know, NHL going into, you know, the shots there. But yeah, I mean, yeah, the shootouts. So Yeah, I mean, that was kind of like the baseball version of a shootout, right, or extra time. So it was really fun. It was a lot of, I credit the guys too on our side who were really into it. They were cheering along. The fans were into it, and watching the last guy there, and we were all kind of just really into it, hoping that last ball wasn't going to sneak out, or the one before that hit off the wall that didn't sneak out and ended up going our way.
When you went down to one knee on the last one, did you think you got it?
I was really hoping it was going to go. I didn't hit it, obviously, my best, but I was thinking I got enough of it, and it was just kind of down there hoping, saying go, 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 and it went, and it was awesome.
Hi, you mentioned the crowd. What was it like to hear the crowd filled with mostly Braves fans cheering you on this time?
Yeah, it was interesting. It was funny. I was talking to, we were, being next to the Mets guys there on the line, and we were saying, who do you think's going to get it? More us or them or me? And they were like, you for sure. But it was fun. It was a fun night, right? We love those kind of things when, obviously we have division rivalries and everything like that. The fans take perspective to that, and us as baseball players, we appreciate that. And also when you have them on your side trying to push the NL over the top, it was really cool.
Hey, Kyle over here. When this rule was first implemented with the new CBA, what did you guys as players think of the possibility of having to do a swing off?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good idea just for the fact of we're not, hopefully putting more people, for at any other kind of risk, I guess, that, they're not playing, we're not playing more innings, things like that. Obviously, things can happen during the game. We saw that tonight, and I think luckily, hopefully, he's going to be all right. But, yeah, it was, when that happens, you're more thinking, one, it's really probably not going to happen, then it does happen, and just excited that it was able to work out for us.
Do two more for Kyle, and then we'll take some quick photos.
Being a part of the swing off and then having ABS2 involved in this game, what are your thoughts on the evolution of the All-Star game?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I think it's a unique way to for the league to kind of try different things, and I think obviously, I think you heard Manfred say that ABS is going to be coming into the league at some point, and to have it kind of on, out there for the fans to see what it will look like in a real situational game that things are on the line. I think it was just a way for them to see that, and obviously there with the swing off too. I don't know if that's in the plans or not. Hopefully, we just keep the extra inning things going on for as long as we can. But yeah, it's a unique way to get the fans a little bit of perspective of what we go through on a day-to-day basis.
One last one for Kyle. All right, Kyle, congratulations. Oh, we'll finish up right here. Hold on one second.
Kyle, congratulations. The city of Philly is quite rowdy, and the All-Star Game is going to be there next year. What are your initial expectations of, how Philly's going to react?
Yeah, we were actually talking about today, that it's going to be an exciting time in Philly next year when this is going to be coming there. I know our fan base is going to be rambunctious, and they're going to be looking forward to seeing whatever Philly representatives are going to be there, but also, I'm sure there's going to be more, as you would say, letting the division rivals know that they're in Philly. But it'll be a great time overall. I know that they love big games. They love high stakes, and I think that's something that our fans in Philly are going to really enjoy next year.